Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back for another World of Visions rank 1 clear, this time focusing on a collection of units that we are going to be using very inefficiently. But maybe if this is the combination of units that you have, uh, this will work for you. I will say that Earth is not a great element. It can definitely be done using legitimate Earth units. I've seen it. But this is going to be an Earth clear that uses non-Earth units that are imbued by some of our party members. And the cool thing is that they're all Clash of Wills units. So if you've been pulling for Clash of Wills units along the way, you probably have a majority of these units, if not all of them. And you should be able to get this to work depending on like EX levels and gear and stuff like that. So let's take a quick look. Go ahead and get into the clear. And here's the team that we're going to be taking. So we're going to be taking Beryl, Sylvie, Elisperis, 2B, Celeste, and Hyo. So we'll start with Beryl. Beryl in the base form is just geared for like spirit and light resistance and stuff like that. We do actually use a little bit of light resistance on everybody. That way you can use Sylvie's weaker light resistance buff on turn 2. Which frees up Celeste to use Tyva's Spirit and the Celestite Bracer and blah, 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 blah. So everybody's got a little bit of light resistance in the base form, or at least their non-damage dealing form. Otherwise, just kind of whatever. He's wearing the Richt Vision card. If you don't have the Richt Vision card, you can put on the like Earth card that's free for Beryl or Beryl's own card, or surely you've got something that's going to work well for Beryl if you've been pulling on Clash of Wills units for a while. So there you go. There's Beryl. In the shift form, just geared for damage. Everybody's. I'm not going to repeat myself. Everybody's got true double hand or true dual wield, machine killer, and LB damage. We're doing a bunch of LBs in this team. Okay, cool. Sylvie in the base form again. Everybody's got some light resistance, and then she's just got normal stuff. She's wearing the Lone Swordsman card because she's gonna be doing some chaining on our team with it, and she's built in kind of like an assault mode Sylvie. So she's got a katana to take advantage of Elisperis katana in peril. She's got some true double hand machine and whatever. She does. She's got a source of chain cap up. She's got whatever, and there she is. So she's geared for damage, technically, right? With all of that. And there's Sylvie. She's been doing some chaining and some buffs and things like that. Elisperis, same situation, right? But she's got machine, true double hand, LB, and then just geared for all the stuff. She's got some light resistance naturally. She's wearing presidential livery, which is going to give her the mod buff for breakers. It's like basically like Tyva's Spirit for breakers, and then just normal stuff that helps her chain. She's got some chain speed to help her build the chain faster, and she's wearing Ibarra's vision card. Just because it's a decent vision card. If you don't have it, that's fine. Put on a better vision card or something that works well for her. Like a Deoxys vision card would be good on her if you've got it. Yeah. I guess we don't really need the chain cap up that this gives because we've got her true vampirism. So I guess we could put on the Deoxys vision card, but maybe that's a little more rare. Maybe you haven't been pulling for Deoxys, and so you didn't get his vision card. We're gonna leave Ibarra's here because Ibarra's is the Clash of Wills vision card. It definitely like fits on brand for the Clash of Wills clear that we're doing. Right there, you go. 2B in the shift form has some light resistance. Otherwise, not a whole lot else. We don't want to do too much damage, and a lot of this does not really matter that much. Just Tyva's Spirit, some light resistance naturally. Her own vision card or whatever vision card you've got laying around. Base form, that's where you're doing your damage. So true double hand, machine, and LB. Chain cap, best gear you've got, chain speed, whatever. We're just kind of filling up the chain and doing some damage, and she's going to contribute. There you go, 2B. She's also our machine killer buffer and our evasion mirage stacker. So there you go. Celeste in the base form basically doesn't need anything. She's got Tyva's Spirit. She's got a vision card. Shift form, she's our main damage dealer, so she's got all of our good gear, and then is kind of geared for all the things, machine, true double hand, LB damage, There you go. Mine's not EX3. If yours is EX3, of course, put an EX ability here. But since we do not have any generic EX abilities to give her, I can't. We don't have anything that fits for her otherwise. And there she is. Cool. Kyo is wearing the High Celestite Bracer. He's going to be using Bracer on Celeste. He's also got Tyva's Spirit. Otherwise, doesn't really do a whole lot other than like his like personal setup stuff, and then Tyva's Spirit and doing some damage on turn 5. So I wanted to go with you. Not important. You can take it off. We're not going to use it. So put something better there. His own special banner vision card. And there you go. And then shift form, he's our secondary damage dealer, so he's got the like second backup Clash of Wills gear, but machine, true double hand LB. And he doesn't really need chain speed or anything like that. He just needs the best stats he can. He and Celeste are finishing the chain, so by the time it lands on them, the chain should be nice and full. There you go. Yo. So let's go ahead and dive into it. There's our Espers. Celeste is obviously our leader. This is a Clash of Wills team. So everybody's Clash of Wills tagged, and so they all fit under her umbrella. And that's going to help us get where we need to go. So we'll go ahead and pop the actions up on the screen, and we will get into this clear. All right, notice at the top of the screen, we do see Earth damage boost. We are doing Earth damage here. That is probably the least efficient way you could do this, honestly. Like, if you've got this collection of units, go with a light clear. Don't go with an Earth clear. But if you've got this collection and you feel like, man, I really want to do an Earth clear, we're going to do it, right? So we're going to have Beryl, 2B, Hyo, and Elisperis all guard. There you go. Celeste is just going to use Bar Lycha to protect us from damage on the first turn. Sylvie is going to just put up mitigations, right? And like some stat break immunity, whatever. It doesn't really matter that much the first turn. There you go. Minimal damage here. That's the most damage we're going to take the whole fight, that one action right there. And it's fine. Okay. Before we start doing like imbues and amps and breaks and stuff like that, we're going to try and do a couple things here. 2B is going to use 2 of her Machine Killer buff and Avoid. That's going to give us Mirage stacks for the next couple turns. There we go. Beryl is going to put up the field, All Ye Faithful. That's going to put up the Earth Amp field. And then just use like Jingle Bell Rock and Earth Eclipse. There you go. Celeste is going to use Tyva's Spirit this turn. There she goes. Hyo is going to use the Gilded Bracer on Celeste to make her, where is it? Her Tyva's Spirit buff, which is in there somewhere, is going to be extended. There you go. Now it's extended further. I was clicking on 2B. That's no way why we couldn't see it. It's hard when you got the when you got there. Yeah, there's Tyva's Spirit right there. 7 turns now. It's hard when they're so big. It's hard to click on Celeste. And then Elisperis is going to guard. And Sylvie is going to do Vines, Compassionate Knight for status immunity, and then Burgeoning Defense to protect us for the next 3 turns. There we go. So now we'll take no damage this turn. Very good. All right, cool. This turn we're going to start our setup. So to start off, we're going to have 2B use a Shift Limit Burst to do Mod Boost. There we go. We're not chaining. Beryl is going to use Base Limit Burst for a Mod Boost. Very good. Celeste is going to use 2 Bar Lightjas, and then Coordinated Teamwork. That's going to do like Stat Buff, LB Buff, all that fun stuff, as well as fill up 2B and Beryl just a little bit. Very nice. Hyo, before we do any breaks or anything, we're going to do Master the Sword, Refined Stance, and Breaker Claw. Cool. Elisperis is going to do her 2 Magnus abilities, and then Valley of Fear. That's going to be for the Earth Imperil field. There we go. And then Sylvie, now that we're all done with all that, is going to go ahead and go to the shift form and do Marion's Blessing Earth on the party. Use I've Got Your Back on 2B to fill up the Limit Burst. And then use Paladin's Defense for some more Mirage stacks. Now we've got 89 breaks. We've got Imperiled Field. We've got Amp Field. What we're lacking is a really good Earth Imperil, though. And Barrel is going to do like the best we can. So Barrel's going to shift. Here we go. And we're going to start doing our final setup. Barrel is going to use Ye Guilty for the Earth Amp for himself. And then Sacrilegious Present, which is going to do a 140 Earth Imperil for 2 turns. It's the best we've got. And then we're going to use All Ye Faithful again just to keep the amp field fresh. Cool. 2B is going to use Tyvus Spirit. Celeste is going to use Surpassing Limits Plus. Kyo is going to use Tyvus Spirit. Elisperis is going to use Gallant Spirit, which is from the Presidential Livery. And Sylvie is going to use Leaping Love for mod boosts and stat buffs. But we got the stat buffs already. It's more the mod boost. And there we go. We'll take a little tiny bit of damage here. Nothing serious. What you call it? Burgeoning Defense protects us that turn. And now we're ready to go. So we're going to use Elisperis and Sylvie first. They're going to chain, and that's going to put up the 90 breaks. And we're using Blazing Red Flash on Sylvie, but they're going to start our chain. We're going to wait until we see the chain meter fill up all the way, and then Barrel and 2B are going to go. So Barrel and 2B. And that's going to make sure that 2B gets the benefit of the big Katana Imperil from Elisperis. And then finally, Celeste and Kyo, we're going to go and finish off our chain. And if you do it right, you should land at like 179 hits. And hopefully do more than 24.5 billion. I've done it with this team a couple times getting ready. And so again, we're going to do Sylvie and Elisperis. Actually, it's Elisperis and Sylvie. It's in that order. And then wait just a second for the break to show up and the Imperil to show up, the chain to build, and then send Barrel and 2B, and then Celeste and Hyo. So let's do it. $179, pretty good, and hopefully doing 24.5 or better. $25.1, so it's really tight. It's really, really tight, but we're not benefiting from any of the really good stuff from Celeste, like the better field and the, Light's just a safer element. We don't have a really good Imperil, things like that. Actually, Celeste rolled a little bit low, but everybody else did pretty well. I've seen Barrel go over 5, so this is really low as well for Barrel. And 2B rolled a little low. Hyo did pretty good. Elisperis did pretty good. So this is decent. I've just seen Celeste do better. Either way, all Clash of Wills Earth Element clear. Oh gosh, what a goofy clear. But we got it. So hopefully that is useful to you. Maybe you're still struggling with this and don't have a combination of units that you've seen before. Now you've seen Barrel go to a Clash of Wills, or you've seen Barrel go to a World of Visions event. Actually, I think it's the second time I've used Barrel on a World of Visions event, which is cool. And now Barrel's EX3, so even better. But hopefully that's useful to you, and we will see you in whatever comes next.